What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So this might honestly be the death of Terra Luna. And we are witnessing everything happen before our eyes because things are changing and it looks worse than what we saw, right? With a lot of the volume that's going through it and nothing really changes with UST or nothing really changing with UST, it's kind of sad right now. And I'm not saying that everything's going to completely collapse because obviously anything could happen. But with how it's looking, it's not looking great because we all know the process. And I'll break down exactly what needs to happen or what needed to happen. And then we'll talk about where all of the numbers are for Terra Luna and for UST. So before we get started in this, make sure you guys hit that like button and hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. This is definitely very interesting, the way things have transpired in the last, maybe 5 hours, or let's say 12 hours or something like that, right? So yeah, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, but let's go ahead and dive into this. So let's first just break down exactly what Terra Luna needed to do and UST needed to do. So UST obviously is pegged to the dollar. We need to find a way to raise that from the 39-cent mark to the 60-cent mark to the 80-cent mark and hopefully to the dollar mark. Now, it would have been much easier to get there if you didn't have people that were piling on to tear it down, right? People obviously know that Terra Luna is going to try and push UST back up to $1. So people take advantage of it, buy in low, knowing that Terra Luna is going to push it up, and then they end up selling as it gets to the high. So they collapse the whole thing back down. So it's really a never-ending cycle of Terra Luna pumping up the price and then people selling the position to obviously decrease the price and gain themselves some value. Understanding that Terra Luna really needed UST in order to remain stable, right? So the way that it does this is Terra Luna will create new coins to basically sell in order to buy UST to increase the price of UST. So every so often you'll see it mint new coins and the circulating supply will increase. Well, we've seen the circulating supply increase from 500 million up to 600 million up to 3 billion, 3.5 billion basically. And now it's getting to a whole nother level because as we go into Terra Luna's price that it says on here, it says it's 0.007. Well, this is wrong because if you go into TradingView, it's going to tell you something different. But what we want to focus on is this piece right here. Look at this volume. The volume is up 21 or almost 22,000%. The reason why is because they have to mint new coins in order to push it to UST to hopefully increase the value of UST. But as they do that, people keep on selling. And also the price of Terra Luna is so low that the only way that they can get UST to some of those levels is, or having a chance to get to some of those levels, is by minting so many coins, and not just in the millions or even in the billions, but it's looking like they need to mint them in the trillions, because we could see here that the volume over the last 24 hours is 2.6 trillion, right? Because you have million, billion, trillion. You have $2.6 trillion worth of volume that went through Terra Luna on this day in the last 24 hours. And you could see here that the circulating supply, sorry about the coughing, the circulating supply is at 2.4 trillion supply. It's almost 2.5 trillion supply. Total supply is 3.2 trillion. So we're obviously struggling with getting back to those levels. Understand that this was at 3.4 billion and then jumped up to 50 billion and now is at 2.4 or almost 2.5 trillion coins. So it's obviously taking so much in order to get to some of these levels. And now it's just really looking sad. It's really looking sad what they're doing. Sorry for all the coughing. I really have to cough. But if we go down here and look at the price, the current price is at 0.00005. So if you're looking to buy Terra Luna and you hope that it's going to have some sort of increase or some sort of way of getting back to normal, I mean, this would be the way of doing that. $10 would get you so much in the end. But realistically, all of the people that were looking to make money, it's starting to look like this thing is over. Now, I'm not going to give up on what I have. I mean, it's for the long run. I did make money from it, but it's for the long run. I'm looking to see this thing run, obviously, if UST can increase. But if we bring UST back into it, UST is currently at a level to where it's at 24 cents. It has dropped all the way down from that $1 mark all the way down to 24 cents is where it's at, 24.5 cents, and it doesn't look like it's actually recovering. We've seen it get to 50 cents, and then people keep on tearing it down. And it's sad. It's very sad to see it, go, because it has so much potential to run, and people want to push to make pennies with UST, when if UST would have stabilized and they would have went heavy on Terra Luna, they could have made millions. So people kind of mess this thing up for themselves. And also they just continue to tear it down. I understand that some people just wanted Terra Luna to fail, but you understand that you could have made so much money from the success that Terra Luna could have had. Now, I'm not sure if this is all over. It looks like it's totally the end. But I'm still going to hold on to some positions. Obviously, it makes sense to have the high risk or low risk to high reward. But again, when I first initially got into it, $300, turned to $3,000, right? And now whatever's left is basically turning to $0. So obviously it's not a great deal. It's not a perfect picture, and people would love that perfect picture, especially buying in maybe today or buying in yesterday. But with everything that's going on and how much they're actually printing within, Terra Luna, it's sort of sad at this point. And I hope they can find a way to get back. I don't know how. I really can't picture a way, because the automatic, algorithm that's in place, the automated system that's in place, it's literally just printing Terra because the price is so low, and it has to print more and more and more to make up for the difference of what's going on with UST. And I don't even know if they applied it, because we look at UST and you're seeing $2.7 trillion worth of volume that went through it, up 34%, and it's still not at the level that we wanted to get to. $2.7 trillion worth of volume went through UST, and we still see it at 24 cents. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't have time to adjust, but it does not look like we're seeing any type of positivity at the moment. Maybe most of the volume that went through, most of this volume that we saw had to have gone through at 1634, 1630, between 16 and 17, really. And then seen some volume go through just in the last, maybe 30 minutes or so. But again, to tell you the truth, I still hold I hold some of my Luna, and I plan on buying more at this point. I plan on, putting maybe even another 100. And the reason why, not because I just want to solidify some sort of point or something, or be right in the end. It's just, if any single piece of what I'm doing could be right, this could be massive for what you are holding. However, it does look like 99.9% chance that this is going to fail, right? I already made money from it, so I can take some of that money and throw it into here, which means that I will be able to obviously, get more out of it. So if I turn it into $3,000 and pocket 500 out of it, I made my 300 back. I can throw another 100 in there, knowing that I profited 100 out of it. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. But I can tell you that this looks like 99% that it's probably going to fail and collapse within itself or underneath itself. It's just not looking sustainable at all. Terra Luna is up in the trillions of supply, and UST, it just can't find a way to get back to where it was. So you let me know what you're thinking. It's definitely something I'm struggling with right now. But I came on here just to give you guys that news. I already uploaded 4 videos, but I had to upload another one because obviously this is huge news. So make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. And I will catch you guys in the next video.